Hi there. This last week I've had to search for some supporting documents to prove that I was who I said I was, so that I could complete my DBS safeguarding renewal certificate. I felt a bit like Jesus having to prove himself to Thomas. But finding, or not finding in my case, sent me into a little bit of a panic. Where were those precious documents that helped prove my identity? Birth certificate, marriage certificate, driving licence and so on. They weren't in their usual place, that's for sure. It resulted in a frantic search of the house to track them down, which I eventually did, and the joyful yell of "Yay!" echoed around the whole house. Filling in the form afterwards was like a bit of a doddle, and I'm pretty sure that we've all had experiences like that, particularly with keys. One of my favourite stories that Jesus told is only 2 verses long. It's special in its ordinariness in that it applies to all of us. It draws on our shared experiences. It's a little tale about an experience of finding something that we thought we had lost, particularly if it's something that means a lot to us. It doesn't have to have been expensive, just something that we treasure. And I have 1 or 2 earrings that have become separate from their pair that I can't bear to throw away in case the other one turns up. The story's about a woman who lost one of her 10 small silver coins. It might have been part of her dowry. She was probably a poor woman and so couldn't afford to even lose one of those silver coins. Jesus tells how the woman lit a lamp in the house so that she could see into all the corners. Then she swept the house carefully and methodically until she found it. Her reaction to finding it was a bit more than my "Yay!" She calls all her friends and neighbours. "Rejoice with me, for I have found the coin I had lost." And it ends with a party, a celebration. The story is all about God reaching out to his people, of searching and finding those who are lost. God, like the woman, does all the work, shedding light in the dark corners through the word, the witness, baptism and Holy Communion, sweeping away all the dust and the debris, searching each pile to find that which was lost. God, like the woman, is going to a lot of trouble to find something that in the eyes of the world was probably not worth bothering about. Jesus also knows that to God there's no such thing as a person with no value. Isaiah 43 verse 1 tells us, "Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine." At some point in our lives, we've all felt lost or abandoned. Perhaps we felt lonely and unloved, that our works and talents are not valued as once they were. We may know of people that feel a bit like that at the moment. Those who are self-isolating, those who have been furloughed or lost their job, those who have been ill and are taking a long time to come back to full health. The young people leaving school or college, and they're worried about actually getting a job or an apprenticeship. And the care workers, the NHS and key workers who were applauded one week and whose efforts are derided the next. Jesus sees something in all of us that we don't always see in ourselves or even in others. Something lovable, redeemable, savable. Jesus sees us as we are and also sees what we may become. Just like when the little lost coin is restored to the other 9, the dowry is complete again. Where each one of us, when found, is the cause of celebration. Jesus said so at the end of the story. I tell you, there is joy in the presence of angels of God over one sinner who repents. Or in the old hymn, I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. That's worth a little celebration, isn't it? What's been your Manna moment this week? Why not let me know? See you next week.